This is a horrible commentary on life, man. I mean, this was the first time I experienced, as a suburbanite, that I experienced, where no one was going to help you. You know, you're going to die. You're going to die. Uh, there was like a hailstorm coming. It was rain. It was like 20 degrees, and I was freezing to death, and I was covered in water, and I was going to die. I mean, I was going to die, dude, if I didn't get somewhere. But I ran up to a TGI Fridays or something, and I banged on the back door, and I just was screaming. I was like, please help me, God, help me, God. And the dude who came to the door, he looked at me and he goes, no, 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 no. And right when I saw him do that, I knew what that meant. That meant if I don't exit immediately, he's going to call the cops. So I just said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'll go where I belong. And I walked off, dude, fucking terrified. But anyway, I ended up finding a dumpster to to stay in for a few hours. And, you know, it was one of those dumpsters that had one of those metal sliding things to the side. And I threw my tarp on top of all the garbage, and I climbed in there and I pulled my gear in with me, and then I took off my clothes and pulled what clothes were left in my bag that were clean and dry onto me. But yeah, and I slept for a couple hours, dude. Thank God for that dumpster. But it had plastic roofs, you know, the two plastic flaps, so water was raining down. So I had to pull my tarp over me. It's pretty shitty, but it was a good experience because I realized if you don't have, you think that you have somewhere to go, you don't have anywhere to go. This is an interesting thing that I finally learned at this moment. You have nowhere to go unless you want to call the cops or a hospital. You're not going to be picked up or helped by anybody, dude. Um, when it's 1 in the morning and in your mind you think, oh well, I'll just go over to that house over there and knock on their door and ask them for a place to stay. That doesn't occur to you if you have any amount of intelligence. That's not going to work, man. Those people got lives, they got jobs, they got shit to do. They're not going to help you. So that was the first time I realized I had no help and I was going to die and I was going to freeze to death. And the TGI Fridays wasn't going to let me in. So I was really depressed about that. But anyway, I slept in a dumpster, and thank God for that dumpster. And thank you to everyone who ever made a dumpster, uh, the factories that made them. Thank you. Oh, Jesus.